This is Ayman Khan here for Boxing Social in association with Betfred in Sheffield with the one and only Aqib Fiaz, who's just weighed in and he'll be out in action this weekend. Aqib, first of all, how's life treating you?
Very good, much better now that the weigh-in's over. Well, it's only been about, what time is it? It's been about half hour. Yeah. So yeah, much better. Last half an hour has been much better than this morning, yeah. So yeah, good. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Always great to speak to yourself. Have you had your food yet?
Nah, not yet. Just, you know what, I'm not even that hungry. I just needed a drink, really, that's it. That first sip of water is like, it's the best feeling ever, innit? So I'm happy, yeah.
I'm happy to be out as well. We've got Jordan Ellison, very experienced fighter, Jordan Ellison. We've seen him around the game quite a lot. What are you expecting in terms of the challenge he brings to you this weekend?
Oh, I'm expecting him to come and have a go, do you know what I mean? Because he always does anyway, and this is a big platform, big opportunity. So he'll be coming, won't he? He'll be there to win. So that's a good thing. And you know, I'm looking for. You know, I feel really good, best I've ever felt. So I know everyone always says that, but genuinely, I feel like a different person now. And I'm ready to put on a big performance here.
Aqib, I've heard that you've done a bunch of tickets in the time that you've had to sell tickets, and a lot of the Aqib Fiaz army will be coming to support you this weekend. You talk to me about the support that you have coming.
Yeah, I think I had about 12 days for the tickets. I only got the tickets 13 days ago or something. I was away in a training camp in Tenerife, and obviously I was the last one to get put on the show as well, so I didn't have much time, but I think I'm probably one of the lead ticket sellers on the show as well, so it isn't too bad considering, yeah, that I only had 13 days to sell the tickets, yeah, but obviously I've got to say thank you to all the people travelling up to Sheffield, you know. It's not really that local for us, but it's not too far either. But you know, and everyone that sells the tickets for me helps me out. My brother, all my family and friends. You know, I'm gonna put on a big performance for them on Saturday.
Yeah, when you do a bunch of tickets and you've got a load of people coming to see you, do you feel an increased level of pressure to perform for them, deliver knockouts for them, deliver good performances for them?
Nah, you know what? When I was younger. When I say when I was younger, like I'm not young, but when I was like, I made my pro debut when I was just turned 19 in Oldham Sports Centre, 10 minutes from my house. It was a 10-minute walk from my house, and I think we sold about 500-600 tickets for my first few fights on the local shows. And you know, I could deal with the pressure. I learned to deal with the pressure then, and trying not to please the crowd and do all that. So I'm equipped now, I think, a bit better and to deal with the pressure now, yeah.
With the time that you had spent with Jamie in terms of learning your craft and guiding yourself as to where you want to get to, not overlooking your opponent this weekend, but you feel you're ready for that next level, that next step up coming soon after the fight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's whatever. How you doing, Jordan? You all right? Good. Yeah, I'm ready. You know, I feel like I mix it with some of the best in the world in the gym. Sparring, I sparred both of the fighters in the top of the bill for this fight, you know, so there's no reason why I can't get to that level. But I know I'm no idiot as well. You know, that's in the gym, it's one thing. On the night, it's a lot different. So just about, I'm progressing nicely. Obviously, I had a lot of time out as well. This is my second fight back. I had my first fight back on a local show, thanks to my manager Steve and obviously Eddie for letting me on. But yeah, I just feel like I need to get a couple more fights in and then I'm ready, and yeah.
You mentioned you'd spar Dalton Smith and Sam Mason in the lead up to this fight. Talk to me about those spars, and a lot of people have eyes on Dalton as being a potential superstar and someone who could really galvanise Sheffield, who are maybe looking for someone to really step into the footsteps or the shoes of Kell Brook, who's recently retired, so he can really kind of take that area up. So talk to me about Dalton Smith and those spars that you had.
Yeah, we sparred once. It was mainly obviously sparring Jack, because Jack's southpaw, and then one day they used me for a few rounds as well. Dalton's a top fighter. I've known Dalton for a long time, and his dad, good friends of ours. Dalton's a top fighter, but obviously boxing, this weekend he's got Samuel Mason, and I know him and his dad are professional enough to realise, and to know that they can't overlook anyone. And I feel like on Saturday, without being rude or anything, I feel like Sheffield's got a new star, yeah. And it's felt like that for a long time with Dalton, but this is like his homecoming and everything. It's been built around him, so I think it's a perfect opportunity for him, yeah.
Let's talk about some of your stablemates first of all. We'll get to Jack Catterall, who's recently announced his signing with Boxer, which seems like it paves the way for the rematch to happen with Josh Taylor, and a much anticipated rematch. First of all, Jack announcing his signing with Boxer.
Yeah, I'm just buzzing for Jack. Glad that he was gonna, because obviously at the time of the fight with Josh and the backlash that Josh got, Josh seemed like he was just like angry with Jack for some reason and didn't want to give him the fight, and maybe a bit reluctant too because of the way the first fight went, and just glad to get the win he was probably. But now, obviously, the dust settled, and I feel like he's received a lot of pressure from the fans, from the public, from the media outlets and stuff, and I feel like the fight's going to get made, and it's the right thing for boxing, isn't it, really? And obviously, he feels like he had an off night. We feel like Jack is a better fighter, and it's just a top fight, innit? It's good for boxing that the fight's happening.
Bit of a shame in the sense that it won't be for undisputed. I mean, Jack, if he wins, then he'll get his revenge over there, but it won't be the crowning moment that maybe he feels he should have had he got the nod from the judges there. So in that sort of sense, maybe a slight bit of a shame that it's not for undisputed.
Yeah, but I know Jack's a very positive guy. I don't think he's looking at it like that. Obviously, it could be, and it'd be a negative way to look at it, in my opinion, and probably Jack's opinion as well. The best way to look at it is, in our eyes and in the gym, what's been said at the moment is he's going to clean up anyway after. So he'll win the world titles that Josh has got, and then he'll go and clean up after. So, hopefully he just gets the big fights, because it's what he deserves, and he's worked years and years for this. So, I'm thingy. Sorry, that's not my phone.
You're all good. It is your phone. Go on, give me a couple of seconds if you want to. Good man. Chantal Cameron, patiently awaiting date. What's the latest with Chantal? Do you know?
Chantal's in the gym. She's not got a fight date yet, but she's working hard, which is good to see. And she's much happier now as well than she was. Obviously, I think she was frustrated for a while not getting the Cali Reese fight for undisputed, but I'm not too sure if that fight's happening still. But Chantal's in a good place. She's training hard and just waiting for a date. Yeah. And it's good to see that she's happy and in the gym, because a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter, and when that fight comes, I'm sure Chantal will be crowned undisputed as well. Hey, we might have both 140-pound undisputed champions in the gym, yeah, male and female.
Get your thoughts on a couple of things before I let you go. A lot of whispers around a certain fight being announced, that being Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. Your thoughts on that one, if that does go over the line?
What a fight. That'd be great to watch, wouldn't it? The build-up and everything, the dad, I watch videos of Nigel Benn training. Obviously, I don't really remember him fighting, but I used to watch videos of like fighters like him, Mike Tyson, training, and he's a monster in it. And Conor's pretty similar, and so's Chris Eubank. I never really met him, but when you watch him, he's pretty similar in the fact that they've got that intensity that the dad's carried, and it'll just be a great fight, and that's something that, as boxing fans, we're all looking forward to. Yeah.
Usyk AJ2 is fast approaching. Your thoughts and prediction for that fight?
I think AJ's obviously going in with a different mindset, which is very important, and I wanted him to go into the first fight with that mindset, because obviously, as a Brit, we want the AJ Fury fight, really, don't we? But he's got to win, hasn't he? He's got to win, and I feel like he's got to do it early, because I don't think he'll win on points. I feel like he'll have to get on him, and within 6 rounds, if it's not over, I can see it going the other way, really. But AJ's got every chance in the fight. I know people are writing him off and stuff, but he's showed before that he can come back, and I believe he will. Yeah.
Final thing, we'll bring it back to what can we expect to see from Aqib Fiaz tomorrow night?
A big performance, my best one yet, I promise, and I'm just excited really for the next part of my career, really, and I feel like I'm a different person. Like I said, I've been through a lot, and I feel like I've changed. I feel like I'm a man, and I'm going to show that on Saturday.
It's been a pleasure speaking to you. Wishing you all the best for the weekend. Thank you so much for speaking to Box Social. Much appreciated.